I'm really excited to speak with our next guest, who is a journalist, a best-selling author, the co-anchor of The Today Show, and a mother, and not to mention an all-around superwoman who I am proud to say I really look up to. Please welcome the amazing Hoda Kotb.
Hi,
Hi,
Hoda. I'm so excited. I am so excited.
I have been just marveling at your book. So when I was young, my father, he, was like a really dynamic character, not father material, but really just an amazing soul that you were riveted by. And he gave me this book by Krishnamurti, and it's a daily book. So it has the date at the bottom, and then I have another book that I also read every day, and I don't come across them very often, and I think that they become almost like a beautiful addiction. I am so excited for this book. It's a book that will be savored every single day of the year by people.
You know what's funny, Drew? Putting this book together was just such a beautiful experience, because I had to search for goodness in what was a really difficult time in our country. It was happening during the COVID crisis and during the racial awakening and just the tectonic shift of the plates. And when you're forced to look for the goodness, like Mr. Rogers says, like look for the helpers, it really readjusts your brain in a way that you don't see coming. And my challenge is, I love a quote, like I'll read a quote and I feel like I need it so badly. But what I'm trying to learn to do better is to take the quote and then to apply it. Like, what's the application? How is it going to take me from the moment I'm in to being a little bit better, and trying to find a way to actually use it in life? Because to talk about how great kindness is, and then to look across the street and see someone and go, "What's that jerk doing?" You're not using it. So I'm trying to figure out a way to love the quotes and then apply them in my everyday life. And I think in this moment too, there's a quote that's really struck me hard. And it said, "It's hard to hate up close." And I thought about that quote because you think about people who you look at who may be different than you, who may be holding up a different sign than you would be holding, and how you already judge them completely. And I was just thinking, if we really sat with someone and broke bread and just really said, start with your grandparents, tell me. Now tell me about your parents. What happened? Now tell me about you. And one of the best ways to have a conversation with someone, I've learned, and especially if your kids aren't opening up, is to simply say, "Tell me more." Don't say, "Well, why do you believe that?" Just tell me more. And you'd be surprised what comes out when you think they've already expressed themselves, because that's when the real good stuff comes. So I'm trying to live that too. You know what I mean? Not stay in my bubble, but look and wonder and ask. And not so I need to know why you feel that way. That's not how we're going to ask that. That doesn't work.
Well, I love the morning boost every day. It really makes me so happy, and it just shows, that we all really need those life-affirming moments, whether they're simple or profound and everything in between. And you're so synonymous with that, as well as being an incredible journalist and a mother and an extraordinary woman. And I mean, it's like you're everything. And now, I get to literally wake up to you, because I have to say, I recommend this first thing in the morning. I think this is the way to start a day, really and truly.
Well, that means the world. There's one quote in there that works for me the most. It's something like, "It's not too late. You're not too old. You're right on time, and you're better than you know." So if anyone out there thinks, "I missed my chance," whatever your chance is at love or children or whatever, just remember, blessings come at different times for different people. You never know when yours are coming. And most of mine came after 50, when I thought a lot of people are kind of, winding it down a little, but everything good in my life has happened since then. So just know that there's hope out there. I just think the key there, Drew, is to speak it out loud. like whatever your desire or dream is. Like don't hog it for yourself. Just say it, whisper it to somebody.